Hi y'all, I'm Allison. Spooky season is here and I am so ready for it. So I've changed my board to a Halloween theme and I'm going to be picking horror, thrillers, mysteries, cozy mysteries, maybe even just some fall vibes, but I'm definitely going to be embracing the season. In fact, I have changed my stars. These are now trick or treat. It could be a good or a bad. Don't know. Normally they only come up when I land on the star space here, which is number 1. But I'm going to change it up a little. I'm going to live on the edge and put myself into a little bit of a scary situation, if you will. If I get any number twice, I'm going to have to spin again and go trick-or-treating. So we'll see how this comes out. Either, I don't care. It's Halloween. I want to go for some scares, right? And my TBR games can definitely deliver on that some months. Okay, before we get started, I'm going to ask y'all to name a book. We're just going to randomly pick one of these, either pumpkins or cats. And this is not going on any TBR, and you're not committing to read it or anything. It's just look through your books and tell me one that you have or want to read that has possession as part of the plot line. So, see the black cat. So I'm curious to see what books y'all have. Again, you don't have to read it. We're just going to list all the books that we know of or want to read that deal with possession in one way or another. Let's go ahead and find out what my mood read will be. Coffin that my husband made for me. Okay. The 5th book. I'm going for 5 spins, but who knows how many we'll end up with. All right, are y'all ready? Number 2. Whoa. We got a black cat. And it is adaptation and a movie. So I need to read a book that has been adapted to a movie and watch the movie this month. That's a fun way to start out. I just got this gorgeous copy of Dracula for my birthday. So I am going to read this. And I might actually listen to the audiobook as well, narrated by Tim Curry, something I really want to do this year. And then I'm going to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman, if I remember correctly. And what a better way to start out October. This is going to be a great list. This is the Chiltern Classics. So it's just gorgeous. All right, let's replace that with, we got another black cat TBR jar. And today we will only be pulling from the Halloween one. Okay, are y'all ready? Got the second spin. $22. Got a witch. Ooh, a book with a serial killer. Okay. I picked this up, I think, last year after watching Leanne over at Literary Diversions. She loved this book and it sounded like such a good time. The last person who called me Sweet Pea ended up dead. The actual title is Sweet Pea. And this is by CJ Goose. We basically have Rhiannon. She's making a list of people that just annoy her, from the man at the grocery store checkout who always mishandles the apples, to the driver who cuts her off at her exit. She makes this list of people that annoy her and actually follows through on it. So I am really curious and excited to check out this book. I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but it just never comes up on my list. Okay, so let's just go down in here and we'll pull this pumpkin. Ooh, scary in title, in the order. So it has to have the letters S-C-A-R-Y. That'll be fun to try to fill. Oh, and I'm going to be playing this twice this month because Phoenix Rose wants to play around. So I will be back next week with their version of it. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Let's give it another spin for the third one. $15. We get a pumpkin. Natasha Preston. All right, I'm going to go with the cabin. And this was actually on my TBR, I believe, in August, but I never got around to it. So Natasha Preston, she writes YA thrillers, and I've really enjoyed them. I've read 2 so far. Got a group of friends who go for a weekend party at a remote cabin, but a crazy night with our friends leaves 2 of them dead, murdered. But there's no signs of forced entry or struggle. So the suspicion turns to the 5 survivors. So we've got a locker room mystery. Okay, let's go ahead and pick out something to replace that with. Let's get another cat. Cozy mystery. Okay, I completely forgot to tell y'all, I will be starting a new challenge on Storygraph with this one. So we've been doing it every quarter. So this will be the last one for 2022, and it will have all of the prompts that I used in today's game, plus the ones that will come up for November and December. So I will put the title up here. All you got to do is go over to Storygraph. You can either find it through my profile, or you can search for it in the reading challenges section. And this challenge will run October, November, December, and I'll probably leave it, maybe I'll give you through the month of January to give time to finish if you would like that extra time. Okay, let's continue on. All right, spin number 4. $14. Lily's running by with tennis balls. Okay, we've got a ghost. Ooh, alone in the woods. Okay, I'm going to have to dig and see. I found it. The twisted ones. Mouse's dad asked her to clean out her dead grandmother's house. And she says, okay, after all, how bad could it be? Grandma was a hoarder, and the house is packed to the gills with useless stuff. But there's also her grandfather's journals, which at first seemed to be the ravings of a broken mind, until she encounters some of the terrifying things he describes for herself. Alone in the woods with her dog, Mouse has to confront a series of impossible terrors, because sometimes things that go bump in the night are real, and they're looking for you. And if she doesn't face them head on, she might not survive to tell the tale. Okay, real horror. I'm here for it, but I'm also scared of it at the same time. Oh, let's replace it with, let's get this yellow one. Middle grade. Okay, my 5th spin. And this will become a mood read. $17. Skull on cover. Okay, even though this one is a mood read, I'm going to tentatively put Scorched by Gina Diamaco on my list, because I know it does have a skull on the cover. It's part 2 in a series that I really enjoyed the beginning of, and it was also in, I believe, my August TBR, and I never got to it. So that is going to hold the spot for now, but I may replace it with something else if while I'm digging through all of my books, find something else with a skull that I really want to read. But I loved the first one, which was Croak. Okay, so that was really easy. Okay, this list has turned out incredible, and I didn't get to go trick-or-treating. So you know what? We're going to do that. I didn't get a double. I didn't land on the star. But I want to go trick-or-treating. It's October. It's like a rite of passage. So I'm going to spin, and we're going for we're just going for the trick or treat up top. So, but my other numbers are still in play, so I could potentially end up with who knows what. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? $13, which was not on our list. So it just loops back around. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Beware. It's a trick. I asked for it. I did this to myself. Because I got the worst one possible. Respin and +2. So not only am I adding 2 extra books, but I have to respin for the star. And we're still counting. Okay. Yeah, y'all should have stopped me. I need you. Okay, we're going to replace that with, should we go with, let's put Boo up. I don't know what's on it. We're not going to look. Okay, so I have to respin for one on top. Okay, that was 16. So 15, 16, and this will be a treat. I get to buy a book. So I know what I'm getting, and I am going to get either Soul of the Deep, Part 2 of Skin of the Sea, awesome, and that comes out on September 30th, or I'm going to get Wildborn, just Part 2 of Forestborn, which was just incredible, and I believe that just came out at the end of August. So I'm going to grab one of those two. That was worth it. Okay, so I need to replace our star, or our trick or treat, and now we have to do our extra 2. Still keeping in mind all of the numbers that we've already spun. So yeah, I wasn't thinking. Okay, are we ready? Oh no. 2. So we have to spin for the top again. Oh, I was not thinking. Okay. First, let's do number 2. Get a black cat. TBR jar. Okay. Normally I have a bunch of jars if you've seen any of my other videos, but it's Halloween, so we are just sticking with the pumpkin. This is nothing but thrillers, mysteries, horror, and I think cozy mysteries are in here. So I'm going to take this one right from the center. Got a few. They're all sticking to me. I want this black one. Right here. What's a good one? Wake. It's not a good one. I just decided to unhaul this, so we're going to pick again. I will have a video coming up on that soon. That was part of my Trash My TBR, and I decided that one's going. So if you want to know more about why, then keep an eye out for that video. Okay, second try. Flip that haunted house. I've read this. Loved it. Actually, let me see if this is a series. If it is, I will read part 2. It is. There's a part 2. The Haunted FixerUpper right here by Rose Pressy. If you haven't heard of this, I think I read it last Halloween and loved it. It's a good cozy mystery. Small town fixer-upper. Sexy next door neighbor handyman. She is she's adorable, but she's klutz. She couldn't find her niche in life and bounced from job to job, and she decided she's going to flip houses. So really enjoyed the first one. Adorable, good time, good fall cozy read with a little bit of haunted to it. But so I'm excited for this. It's only 189 pages. So I'll be getting that one on my Nook. All right, that works. Okay, so let's replace that. Oh, and I didn't replace 17 either from way back when. Okay, so let's go with, oh, we got a spider. Let's get a spider. Castle. So a castle on the cover. And that's it. We could do another pumpkin. A haunted house. Okay, I got a double number. So we have to go up top again. It's getting confusing. Okay, so this is for the top. We're trick-or-treating again. 6. That one is safe. Ooh, got a haunted house. Dead in title. Again, I know exactly what I'm going to read because I didn't get to it in August. And that was The Dead by Charlie Higson, part 2 in the Enemy series. And this takes place in post-apocalyptic London. We've got kids trying to survive. All the adults are gone because once you hit, I believe it's the age of 16, there's some kind of virus, there's a plague, and the adults are turning into like zombies, and they're actually trying to eat the kids. It's pretty tense and scary and graphic and so good. So if you want something like scary and, well, yeah, if you want gritty and dark and, yeah, kind of think The Walking Dead but with children. So really enjoying it. I think it's 5 books and I'll be reading part 2. Looking forward to that one. Okay, so we got to replace number 6. Oh, no. That was supposed to be up top. Damn it. Okay. Scratch that. And we got to go up top. So we get Mwahaha. Right? I'm so confused. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to salvage everything I just said. I'm reading The Dead by Charlie Higson. Okay, so that is my last one for the +2. Okay, follow me so far? Now I will spin for my trick or treat. So that makes more sense. So now we're spinning up top and we're good. Okay, we ready? That was so close. Because if it had been 6 again, but it is clearly at 7. So we're going up top and we get this piece of candy. I don't know if it's going to be a trick or a treat. It's a treat. Short audio. There is one I've been wanting to read. Let me go look and see what the name of it was. I want to say maybe like the Canterville or Canterbury Ghost or something like that. I think it's Oscar Wilde. Okay, I was right. It's The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde, narrated by B.J. Harrison. So a terrifying ghost is haunting the ancient mansion of Canterville Chase, complete with creaking floorboards and clanking chains and gruesome disguises. But the new occupant seems strangely unaffected by his presence. So Oscar Wilde is supposed to have created a gently comic fable of the conflict between new and old. I'm looking forward to this. It's only like an hour and 12 minutes long. I almost forgot. I need to pick out the 2 books for Melanie's TBR Knockout. So this is from Completely Melanie, and every month we have 2 new prompts to fulfill, and you are not allowed to double up. So for the first one, Black, in the title, series name, or author's name. I'm going to go with another ebook, Blackwood, A Witch Rising by Jade Scott. And this is the first one in A Witch Rising series. Got Emily Jones. She moves to Scotland. She didn't believe in trolls, fairies, vampires, all of that, until she finds a magical diary. This magical diary grants wishes, and she learns that magic is real. Ends up opening a portal, allowing all these magical creatures to come through. Turns out she's going to have to ally with trolls if she wants to stop the world from being overrun by all of the other magical creatures. I don't know. It sounds different and intriguing, and it's been on my Nook forever. Came out in 2012, so I'm going to give this one a read. And for the second prompt, which is paranormal, I get to continue on with the series from last year. And I will finally be reading part 3 in Lockwood & Co. So excited. This is The Hollow Boy. They are ghost hunters, and it's once you get older, adults aren't able to see ghosts or spirits anymore, and children are able to. They're hired by the city to remove these ghosts and these potentially harmful spirits from buildings and areas and whatnot. So good. It's been a while, so I'm a little rusty on the plot, but this is Leanne from Literary Diversion. This is like one of her all-time absolute favorite series. I've read the first 2 books, and I can definitely see why, and I'm really excited to continue on with book 3. We've got, it's funny and it's scary and atmospheric and creepy. Just what you want for Halloween. So I will be reading The Hollow Boy. Now that I've got my extras, plus my ebooks and audiobooks, I've got quite a list going for October already. But that's not going to be all, because I still need to play the Sims TBR game. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully it'll be up in just a few days. We'll be going to yet a different house, and it will be all decorated for Halloween and picking more spooky season books. And we'll also be coming back to play Just Minute Halloween Edition one more time this month for Phoenix Rose. And I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. So, okay, that's it. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did, and I hope your trick-or-treating goes a little bit better than mine did. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.